Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. But if you did, I would also greatly appreciate that. Hey, what do you say we do a random ranking today? Let's go to my movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Let's get to picking some movies. All right, where do we want to go? Down low? I haven't been down here in a while. Maybe let's go down. Let's see what movie this is, and then let's do one from up here. Let's make sure I've seen him. Let's make sure that's it's not a movie I pick up all the time. Okay, I just did this one. Okay, didn't I do this one? Yeah, I'm gonna take out Double Dragon because I feel like I just did that maybe a week or two ago, and we'll replace it with this movie right here. Ah, darn it. Did I finish that one? I know I've seen it, but I wouldn't have anything to say on it. So we'll do this one. That's fine. Okay, so first we have Red Dragon. What number is this? Is this the... I don't know. How do you even number them? Because you have, I'm talking about like Hannibal Lecter movies. So, you have like, like Manhunter. Do you even count that? Is that the first one? I don't know. And then you have, Silence of the Lambs. And then I'm trying to think what was the next one made. Was it this one? It might have been this one. What was the one with, okay, here, let me see who's in this really quick. Oh, look, Danny Elfman did the score. Let's look for some actor names here. Right, Anthony Hopkins, Edward Norton, Ralph Fiennes. Okay, so which is the one with Boogie Nights and she's in way more than Boogie Nights, but that's the only one that's come to mind. Crazy Stupid Love and The Big Lebowski and gosh, Julianne Moore. Like, which is that one? I don't even know what that one's called. But what came first, this or that one? Regardless, this one is actually Manhunter. Speaking of, if you've ever seen Manhunter, that is this movie. Right? Yeah, because if you've ever seen Last Action Hero, the gosh, I'm forgetting everybody's names, but like the bad guy in that movie, what is his name? He's wearing like the slicker jacket or whatever. Gosh, can't think of his name right now. But he's also in it. I've been in the same room with him. He's looked at me. He and I made eye contact once. I went to an X-Files convention. He's in the episode Paper Hearts. And we caught eyes. He was just like staring at me. It was a little spooky. But he's in Manhunter. He's not in this one. In this one, it's Ralph Fiennes, I think, who plays that character. Am I getting all of this right? I think I am. But anyway, yes, this is a good movie. We watch it quite a bit, but it does feel extremely commercial. Wasn't it directed by Ratner? Yeah, Brett Ratner. His movies just have like some sort of gloss to them. A very Hollywood shine to them that sort of lacks grittiness for some reason, and I don't know why. So it has there's an interesting visual contrast happening here with whatever way he makes his movies and the content. There's some sort of interesting, weird, strange juxtaposition happening there with the textures versus what we're looking at. Okay, next we have Fun with Dick and Jane. Téa Leoni is David Duchovny's ex-wife. Right now, my wife is watching Sex and the City, and it's the episode with David Duchovny upstairs, so that is funny. This is a funny movie. I like this. This is one of those Jim Carrey comedies that does not have any sort of like big, large supernatural thing going on. I mean, I guess not all of his movies do that, but a lot of them do. You know, like Liar Liar, The Mask, maybe even The Truman Show, you know, sci-fi-ish in a way. You know, very grounded in reality, but and then you know you got Eternal Sunshine and stuff like that. But even Yes Man, you know, even kind of has something like that. And there's like a hypnotism, I guess. But this one here, very grounded in reality. I remember Judd Apatow is involved in this in some capacity. Perhaps he was a producer. But yeah, I've always liked this. It's about, you know, the market tanking, and he's sort of like the scapegoat for the company that he works for. And they start finding ways to make money after they go bankrupt or something like that. Just, you know, lost all their money, their savings, and everything. And I think it's pretty interesting. I believe it's a remake, but I've never seen the original one. Next, we have this film right here called This Is the End. This is kind of nice. It has a lot of cool things to say about friendship and growing apart. Just, you know, because of the places life takes you. And I guess it's very much sort of based off of Seth Rogen and Jay Baruchel right here. These two, sort of their reality, their real life. How they just were sort of going in these different directions. They kind of came to stand up or acting or entertainment together, and you maybe moved to Hollywood together or something like that. I could be butchering this story a little bit, and then just, you know, things sort of caused them to grow apart. Obviously, his success was much larger than his. I think he enjoyed living in Canada more, and he, you know, is very LA now. So it was just kind of like, you know, you start out as best buds, but then things happen in your life that kind of pull you in different directions, and that's kind of what this movie's about, which I think is really interesting. And it's also extremely supernatural and doomsday and Armageddon stuff going on in it. Lots and lots of cameos happening in it. Actually, everybody plays themselves in it, which is very fun. I like this movie a lot, but it has been a while since I've seen it. I should give it another rewatch. All right, how are we going to rank these? I'm kind of in the mood for comedy right now, so I'm going to go ahead and put This Is the End up front. I do like all of these movies, though. And Red Dragon's probably the one that I've seen the most. And usually, if it's a movie that I've seen the most, I usually do put it up front. Just for like, it's almost like a nostalgia's sake and just a familiarity that I have. But I think what I'm going to do is This Is the End, which I probably have maybe only seen 5 times, 4 times. Channing Tatum has a cameo in this movie. He has a lot of cameos. He's like the king of cameos. And he has another cameo somewhere in some movie that's out right now. And then Dick and Jane, I'm going to go with next. I really like it. It's fun. And then I'm going to go Red Dragon at the end. Again, that's the one I'm most familiar with, but I'm in a comedy mood right now. So that's the criteria we're basing it off of. Just sort of the mood I'm in. And it's This Is the End, fun with Dick and Jane, and then Red Dragon. But my question to you is, have you seen these films? These 3 right here in my hand? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all 3, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.